The Ikelos SMG has returned in Season of Arrivals, and this is a great submachine gun with the potential of becoming a replacement for some of your favourite weapons that are going to be sunset come the release of Beyond Light. So the following is a guide for how to get the Ikelos SMG in Destiny 2. And if you're new around here, don't forget to subscribe down below for all the latest Destiny 2 content and turn on notifications by hitting that bell. If you enjoy this week in video games, then consider becoming a channel member by hitting the join button and getting some exclusive rewards. We first saw the Ikelos weapons in Destiny 2 Year 1 with the release of the Warmind expansion. The Ikelos weapons, their potential loot rewards from the Escalation Protocol. Back then, the shotgun took the headlines for being one of the best shotguns in the game, but the SMG was pretty handy too. Now, the Ikelos SMG has returned to us this season, and this is a legendary energy submachine gun that deals arc damage. It's an aggressive frame SMG, which means high damage and high recoil. So looking at the stats, we've got 22 for impact, 54 for range, 39 for stability, 73 for handling and 32 for reload speed. This one is a 750 rounds per minute SMG with 30 in the magazine. The curated role here comes with Disruption Break, where breaking an enemy shield makes them more vulnerable to kinetic damage for a short time, and also Grave Robber, where melee kills reload a portion of this weapon's magazine. It also has Seraph rounds, where bullets overpenetrate targets and bounce off hard surfaces, and Corkscrew Rifling for that slight increase in range, handling and stability. Looking at the perks on this weapon, there's plenty of good options. In the final perk slot you can have Vorpal Weapon, Demolitionist, Disruption Break, Surrounded or Tap the Trigger. Surrounded or Disruption Break would be good, but Demolitionist is also really good for builds. In the third slot you've got Threat Detector, Subsistence, Grave Robber or Dynamic Sway Reduction. For PvE, I would go for something like Disruption Break and Grave Robber as per the curated role. Vorpal Weapon plus Threat Detector would also be good. For PvP, Tap the Trigger and Dynamic Sway Reduction would be good. Personally, I tend to use this more in PvE rather than PvP, because at the moment many are running around with Gnawing Hunger and picking you off from range with a sniper, and I don't really know if a 750 RPM SMG is going to match the TTK that you're going to be facing in the Crucible right now. It's worth trying out, but personally I find this one better in PvE, especially with those Seraph rounds, as you can spawn the Warmind cells. To get this weapon, you want to get your hands on an Exodus engram for a chance at a drop. So there's 4 weapons in the Exodus engrams. You've got the Ikelos SMG, the Ikelos Sniper, First In Last Out Shotgun, and Behringer's Memory Grenade Launcher. And you can get Exodus engrams by completing the steps in the quest for Zavala called Exodus Preparation. So the first step here is to go and speak to Zavala, and he'll let you know it's down to us to protect the system now that the pyramids have arrived, and sends us on a quest around the planets that are going to be vaulted in Beyond Light. So Titan, Io, Mercury and Mars. Once you've spoken to Zavala, he'll then send you to Sloan on Titan. What you have to do here is complete a weekly bounty from Sloan. There's 2 on offer, and you've got a choice of activities. That might be running a strike, or killing a few enemies somewhere specific on the map, or running public events. So read the bounty and then get on with that activity. Once you've finished, head back to Sloan and you'll get your Exodus engram. Then head back to the Umbral decoder to decode it for a chance at the drop of the weapon. So at the moment you've got a 1 in 4 chance of getting the SMG. If you want more Exodus engrams, then keep on going with the Exodus Preparation quest, and you'll visit Asher on Io, Brother Vance on Mercury and Anna on Mars. There's also some great lore available, as well as more Exodus engrams. Once you've got the weapons, you can then focus your onboard engrams through the Prismatic Recaster to create more Exodus Focus engrams. Once you've got these focusing options, you can narrow it down to a 50-50 chance to get the SMG, so much more of a chance to get the weapon that you want. Personally, I really like this weapon in PvE activities, so once you've got your hands on the weapon, head out there into your favourite activity and give it a go. I much preferred this SMG to Death Adder. It's much more stable and it just feels better in your hands. So when you're thinking about that replacement for the Recluse, so a few videos ago we were talking about the Death Adder maybe being a potential, but really the Recluse just outstripping it. Now I think this Ikelos SMG has a much better chance being that replacement for the Recluse once that gets sunset in Beyond Light. The rolls on the weapon are much better, and the fact that you can spawn Warmind cells with the Seraph rounds just makes this one a whole lot better than Death Adder. Let me know what you think of the Ikelos SMG. How does it compare to other SMGs like the Death Adder and the 7th Seraph SMG? Well, that's it for this guide on how to get the Ikelos SMG, and thanks so much for watching. For more Destiny 2 content like this, subscribe and share with a friend. To join our community, check out the Discord link in the description, and you can follow me on Twitter at TWIVG Podcast. If you enjoyed this video or found it useful, liking and sharing the video would really help me out. Otherwise, check out these other videos on the channel. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.